Hello, Darkmoon Doll here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Valerian and the possibility of using Valerian for the dream world to recall your dreams. Um, I recently went to a Mexican market that's nearby, and I saw that they had all kinds of different herbs there. And I saw that, which was very unusual because I usually don't see this. You don't see it in grocery stores. You usually only see it at health food stores in the bulk herb section. Is valerian root, and this is something I purchased recently from that Mexican market that I went to. Very stinky. It smells like a really stinky cheese or whatever, but it's a very powerful root. And I did watch a video by Bobby Hemmett where he talked about valerian root and the dream world. He didn't say a whole bunch about it, but using valerian root for the dream world to recall your dreams. He also talked about some other things too, which you can check out on his videos. Go to Serious Times, and he's not just talking about only the dream world in a lot of his videos. He's talking about so many different things. Um, but yeah, I remember him just mentioning that, and it made me think of the fact that I have valerian. I just recently bought some, and I just haven't used it recently. So, but yeah, this you can find valerian root. You can find at health food stores. You can even buy it online. But my experience with valerian root, I've talked about that before, but I'll tell you again. My experience with valerian root had to do with the fact that when I moved here to California when I was 15, I had severe insomnia. I couldn't fall asleep. So my sister did some research and found out that valerian root is supposed to be good for sleep. So we went to a health food store, the first one I ever went to, and we picked out some valerian, brought it home, and she boiled it in a big pot, and it was like dark as ink, black ink, and I drank it, and it was really pleasant to drink. Really relaxing drink. I was watching television, and I had a psychedelic experience to the right corner of my eyes to the right, and then dead on. I looked at it. I saw a bushel basket of tomatoes floating in the air, and that right there just let me know the power of certain herbs, and certain herbs you got to really respect and know what you're doing when you partake of them. That experience didn't scare me as a teenager. It just made me more curious about learning all that I can about the herbs that are near me, that are local. So this is definitely a good herb to drink a tea out of. You can make a nice strong tea out of it and fall asleep. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your herbalist. We're all adults here, so you can choose whether or not you want to do that. But a lot of people have a problem with just falling asleep in general because they just want to stay up. It's almost like they're so keyed up from work. So instead of having a beer or a shot of whatever, maybe try a nice hot cup, hot cup of valerian tea instead to wind down your day. If you drink it really strong, which I did as a teenager, that's what happened to me. I'm not saying it's gonna happen to you, but that's what happened to me. And my dream world, definitely have a really at least I did have a really active dream world. My experience with the valerian tea, drinking it, yeah, it's a very, very strong herb. It's one that you can grow, but it takes a while for the root to establish itself for where you can harvest the root, but it's worth it because it's a really powerful medicine. It's an herb that I think everybody should have in their herbal cabinet, wherever you keep your herbs at. But it's definitely one of those that you could even make a tincture out of it. It's been used for many years. I'll come back to you guys with more information about valerian root, about the history of it, but just wanted to show you this while I was, you know, straightening out my cabinets, my kitchen cabinets. I was seeing that have the valerian root there that I haven't opened up yet. So just wanted to share with you guys my experience of using this root. It's a very powerful root. It's a medicinal root and it's a magical root. So it depends on what your intentions are for it. If you're just first starting with it, then just have a little bit and make it light. Make it a diluted version of the tea. Don't make it really dark. Um, so yeah, take it at your own pace. There's also commercial teas like from Celestial Seasonings. They have a tea called Sleepy Time Extra, and in Sleepy Time Extra, there's valerian root in there too. So if you didn't want to go the full mile with just only valerian root, you could do it that way, because within the Sleepy Time Extra tea, there's valerian root and all kinds of other herbs in there as well. So you could do that too. Um, so yeah, I really like this tea. It's really good. I just drink it plain with hot water. Um, so if you boil it in a big pot and make a ton of it, you could probably save it and put it in the fridge. And for the summertime, you can have it cold. Have a cold glass of Valerian tea. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I hope it helps anybody out there who is suffering from insomnia. As I said, I'm not your doctor, you're a herbalist. You're a responsible adult, so you can choose whether or not you want to try this herb or not. So with that said, yeah, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking and sharing my videos with your friends and family, and thank you for your kind comments. Yeah, like I said, leave your comments down in the comment section and let me know if you tried Valerian and what your experience is with it as far as the dream world. I mean, do you have an experience with that? I do, and I have recalled my dreams really good with Valerian tea. It may not be for everyone, so take it at your own pace and do your research before you jump into using any of the herbs I talk about on this channel. So, brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon. Happy dreaming.